don't care if the timer wasn't done yet. Hello, good afternoon. It is time for Gondor has no druids. And, as you can see here, technical problem. Thank you for the subscription, Killam. And apparently 5 other people just got a cool new Twitch emote thanks to Killam. Unlike Killam, however, I am not on Landy. I am on Crick Hollow right now because this is the only character I'm currently playing in Minas Morgul. Thief Kitty would like to give his greetings to one and all. And... meow. Meow. Cat. Thief Kitty. Meow. Thief Kitty would like to meow at everybody. Because I wasn't talking during Corey's show. He's like, I got my ears to the back. Listen to that purr. Listen to that purr. He's like, no, I want to cuddle. Hey. Would you look at the camera? Would you look at the... He's like trying to get a kid. Listen to that purr. Anyway. So, I did notify Cordovan in Slack that the Soldier On code, as you see here, which was published to be the freebie in the beacon, is not working. So, Cordovan will probably tell SSD Panda, and somebody will get it fixed. In the meantime, there are other things in the beacon that are accurate and correct. 2 things going on here. It's all about the deals. The weekly sale is 25% off vault storage, shared storage, inventory slots, currency cap, now through December 12th. That also includes wardrobe space. I did look. 2, they are doing a weekly sale throughout the month of December with different items on sale every week. So if you bought Locho points on Black Friday, now there are some things you can spend them on. This week's thing is 35% off enhanced rep supply, which is the 5,000 rep supply. You know what? I can actually show them to you. Because they're here in the store. Right. So, vault upgrades, storage upgrades, shared storage, shared wardrobe space, enhanced rep supply. So 35% off enhanced rep supply, which are these 2 beautiful things right here. 50% off of high elves if you don't already have them. Which means I think they should be 500 Locho points because they're normally 1,000. 75% off Where Dragons Dwell and Legacy of the Necromancer. Which I can't see on this account because this is my lifer account, So it kind of sucks if you're VIP and you're playing on not being VIP and you don't own those areas. You can't get them on discount. It super sucks. But it is what it is. I actually do kind of wish they could put tech in the store on both sides of both Locho and DDO, where accounts that are granted certain things because of their status, like if you are VIP, that you could at least see what those items are, or maybe buy a gift code to give to somebody else. But, and these are all in the Lotro store, not on the market, because I don't think those are available on the market. Anyway, and that's again now through December 12th. December 12th is also the start date of the Yule Festival. So I wonder what kind of wintry theme they're going with this year. I hope there's blue involved. Other news that came out of Court of the Rings earlier today. No freaking idea or clue when server transfers are coming. We have no information as to whether when they do come back, if they're going to be the same or not. Question mark. So that's what's going on. He also did open a very large can of worms by stating, once again, that Vastin is working on something related to BVMP, but was very hesitant to say what it was or how big of a thing it is. Personally, I wouldn't have said anything until you had something actual concrete to announce. But that's just me. I'm a weirdo. Anyway, let's go see what's going on in chat. Oh, Enlist Me is the code. So Enlist Me should get you a landscape soldier token. Let's go try it live. Make sure it works. Ching. There you go. So Enlist Me is the correct code. Thanks, Eglinel, for following up on that. Much appreciated. Let's go see if it's been updated in the bacon already. It is. But the date is incorrect, as you've just spotted out. So other news is, since I am on Crook Hollow, the Second Breakfast Kinship is hosting Winterfest next weekend. Next weekend? Druids Heart checks her calendar. Yes, next weekend. And there is a link you can click on to find out more about the event, hosted by Second Breakfast, which is led by our very own Mr. Ponton Finberry. Last week, the Andoon Ensemble, or recently, presented The Hobbit at Acorns Oaks. And according to the bacon, it was even live streamed to a pub in England, so that's pretty cool. And there is a video available for you to watch later on if you'd like. And Old Benny has put together a new Guardian tanking in. Ooh, level 130 gearing guide. Old Benny, I'm going to read that because my Guardian is only 120 and it's all messed up. So I'm going to read that. So there is the kin hall, and you can always send an email to contact@StandyStoneGames.com to get your kin featured. And our good friend Yiki of the Enormous Spider has been raising funds on his stream for the Wounded Warrior Project. Sadly, they misspelled his name. Learn to spell cord. Learn to type cord. I'm going to give Yiki a shout out right here, because Yiki is awesome. Yiki's a cool dude. Has a good stream and is always up for doing the good deeds. So awesome saucin'. Alright, and we kicked some serious butt in Movember. We got Cordovan up to his $2,000 goal. And I myself donated enough, and because there wasn't anything on the DDO side that I really wanted, quite frankly, the Lotro loot list is better than the DDO loot list. I'm just saying. Cordovan gave me some shinies to give away on the DDO side. So here's what's going to happen. Here's the big news that I kind of mentioned before Corey signed off. I am currently not scheduled to work on Christmas because I work Thanksgiving, right? So my plan is to do a 12-hour marathon stream playing a couple of different games for like 2 hours each. I'm going to be playing some Lotro, going to be playing some DDO, going to be playing some SWTOR, going to be playing some WoW, gonna be playing some Legend of Zelda, and that I'm gonna thoroughly blame that on SSG's very own Darth Celtics, who also streams some Zelda. He streams a randomized Zelda with his best friend, and him and her, they play through, like, the really cool thing is they're playing like a randomized co-op, so it's like each person can find stuff, and if they already have it, it goes over to the other person, but you don't start out with the sword, and you have to find your way. It's like how far into the game do you go without most of your weapons and, you know, not dying like all the time. It's really cool. So let me give you a shout out, because if you're not following Darth Celtics on his channel, then you should. And it's not Darth Celtics anymore. He actually changed the name of his personal Twitch channel. Yeah, it's Final Effects 6. No! Damn it! Is it without the underscore? I think it is. Yeah. Honestly, there we go. So, that is Darth Celtics' personal Twitch channel. He does not talk about work on there, just like Cordovan doesn't talk about work on his personal channel. But he actually, last week, streamed a chiptune composition, which is really cool. So definitely follow our Celtics there, and he's a really cool dude to talk to, as Beardoin. You can never play more than one MMO at a time. Well, I have. not to any great capacity. So we're in Minas Morgul today. So here's what we're going to do for Christmas Day. 12 hours, 2-hour time slots. We're going to do some giveaways. So what I have confirmed so far is 2 Ultimate Editions of DDO's Masterminds of Sharn expansion. I'm probably going to pick up some cool stuff on the Lotro side. Either I'm going to get some points codes, or I'm going to use some of the other codes that I will be getting for my extra life rewards, and be giving those away. Because especially things for like titles and what, I already have the title, so we'll see how that goes. And it'll be, of course, Moobot doing the usual Moobot-y thing. So a random chat of people who are active in the channel at the time. And that's going to be right here on Christmas Day. Because honestly, I have nothing else better to do on Christmas. There are no presents. I'm not opening any presents on Christmas because I don't get presents. I generally wind up buying myself some stuff. And I just picked up an Instant Pot the other day. And also, I bought myself a really cool graphics tablet. Hi, Thiefy. In fact, it's right here. In a box. Still in the box. I already had one. I had a Wacom Intuos Pro Medium. It's really nice. About exactly the same size as my laptop. However, this one has the on-screen display. So I can draw directly on the tablet and I can see what I'm drawing right there. And I tested it last night at work and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So what I'm going to actually do into the new year is one of the things I have done in the past is make badges for people who are going to like BlizzCon and whatnot. Why are you pointing to the back behind me? So we need to kill some wargs. And hey, there's a warg. Let's go kill the warg. Let's go see how a champion who actually has some knowledge of their character class plays. And I do like to troll Cord a little bit about his gameplay, but honestly, champion is a much better fit for him than minstrel was, because champion is a heck of a lot easier. I didn't want to hit that one. There we go. Champion is a lot easier and a lot more survivable, especially for a newer player of that particular class. Plus, honestly, a 120 Valar champion in the Vales of Anduin is overkill. As I teased him last week during the Movember campaign, it's like my mom could play a 120 champion. A 120 Valar champion, that is. I mean, because you get like really decent gear, like you get level 402 gear. Hey, defeat orcs. You're an orc. I'll defeat you. And this character has not been Valard. She is strictly a naturally leveled character. So her gear is naturally acquired. And I only pretty much do landscape content. No instances or anything like that. So my allies are kind of stinky. A lot stinky. I'm sure Chromite would take a look at them and go, but it's okay. You're playing a champion as well? Cool beans! I mean, this is my main. This is the character that I've had since day one. Back when Silverload was still a server. I miss Silverload. It was a fun time. Shing, buddy! I recently, actually, thanks to Water Lady, one of the folks in my Discord, who, by the way, did you know I have a Discord? I have a Discord. That's not the command to generate Discord. You are welcome to join Discord, just don't be a jerk. You are allowed to cuss in my Discord, especially in the Rage channel. But don't cuss here in Twitch chat. Not a good idea. You, come here. Come on. Come on. And generally it's a, you know, just don't be a jerk to other people. Oh, crumbs. Got a Kraban on me. That's okay. I'll kill the Kraban using one of my beautiful AoEs here. Okay, let's not get the stone claw involved in this. Hey! Watch it! I'm gonna kick your behind. Bracing heal. Bracing attack, that is. Get you the heal. And I agree with somebody who was talking about it earlier in Cord Stream is, yeah, the bracing heal needs to be buffed, in my opinion. I definitely agree with that notion. Right, let's actually have some snacks. And I realized I don't actually have... Oh, I do. Durr. It's right here. There we go. 24 more Therabor ham. At least some noms going on here. Don't be like Uger. Don't anybody be like Uger. Well, unless you want to be cool, because I heard Uger was cool. You can be civil. It sounds more like civil unrest to me, neurotic anarchy. That's okay. But yeah, basically, there are things that we do yell about in my channel on the occasion. Yeah, I know I've got a bleed on me. I have to use my bleed buff thingy. That's okay. It'll go away. Shing shing. There we go. In your face. And I wouldn't claim to be an expert on playing champion, as, again, I don't play for raids, and I don't play in group content for the most part. It's like, but what about the M in MMO? Well, that's fine. Play how you like. Okay. You. Get up here. Corpse! I see the corpse! I'm gonna go get the corpse once I kill this guy. In your face. Will you lag spike me? I have actually been planning on farming up a couple of new first agers for this character, or at least a new second hand or a two-hander, to see if I can get some better passives on it. But actually, let's go take a look at the crap I have on this character. So, Veils. Basically, Veils era stuff, either quest or from, we did this last week, actually. I did pick this up. I remember I picked it up off a mob, and it's like, I'm not level 121 yet. Did I set a time for the Eglinal? Actually, I was planning on running it from noon to midnight. That sounds like a good, and that's Eastern time, of course, but here's my one LI, and here's the other one I have sitting in my bank. Oh, sorry, in my thingy. And I also, thanks to Water Lady and her Kinney's generosity, I picked up a third age rune, but I'm not using it yet because the second age rune I'm using right now currently has some really nice legacies on it, and I really like that bracing attack heal on it. So once I get the first ager leveled up to 70, and I can get me some 3 starlight crystals and view that bad boy, I'll probably actually wind up changing out some of the legacies first. I'm gonna keep the bracing attack heal, definitely, but and Raging Blade damage, I really like that, and Devastating Strike damage, those 3 I definitely want to keep, but I'm probably going to switch out a couple of those other thingies. And then I will get this thing going. So while I've been running my jaws here, I want to go get that corpse while nobody's standing around. I want the corpse. Let's loot the corpse. There's probably nothing in the corpse except like crafting mats. Oh hey! I was right. Surprise. Well, you know, and a Celebrant essence. Okay. Alright, we need one more of these guys anyway, so we might as well... Oh, he's out of range. Gosh darn it. Okay, we'll get you. You're in range. Come here. Take it easy, Master Vethlo. Always good to see you. You're 6 hours ahead, so yeah, if you're 6 hours ahead, it'll be from like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. your time. I do plan on doing the Lotro stuff first. I think I wrote myself a schedule. I'll have to go look. Let me kill this guy first. I also was designing some art for another game's current art thing. Alright. Got the bounty done. That's nice. I hit it under my keyboard. So I'm gonna do Lotro from noon to 1, then SWTOR from 2 to 4, Zelda from 4 to 6, WoW from 6 to 8, DDO from 8 to 10, and then finishing up with some artworks. You'll miss then, but that's okay. Do your Lotro on the bottom end of your stream slot. I can distract you. Okay. Thank you for the host, Estali. Appreciate it. Estalali. Should get a notification about that here in a minute. Oh, wait, I won't because I have my official... I'm using my official thing. So, sorry. No. No on-screen, you know, alerts. I should make some Lotro-specific alerts for, like, follows and whatnot. Okay, so I killed those guys. Thief Kitty, what are you doing? I'm gonna go kill some orcses because it says we need to go kill some orcses and some orc lieutenants and the triplets because, you know, I can't be bothered to, you know, pick up quests when they're supposed to be picked up apparently. Oh yeah, there's a warg here, a warg everywhere, warg. I think one of the triplets is... No, he shouldn't be up there. Ah, hi. How are you? Born of Gondor. 20% damage. Haha. Well, the stun didn't work very well, did it? Ah. Let's get the fervor going. Let's get all the fun stuff going with this guy because he's kicking up duty. Hi, Thief Kitty. What are you doing? There we go. All right. That wasn't too hard. I want the Skarn. Well, I'm gonna go up by this Sulak, which is not aggressive. I'm gonna go up here and hit the Skarn. And you know me, how I like deep blue colors. I love the fact that the Skarn is blue. Hi! Mokshapa. I see the name Mok, I think of Mog. Like Worf, son of Mog. Right? Am I the only one who thinks that? Even though I know it's not the same. Ooh, more Skarn. And I did see the red dots over here, so I was trying to wander around them. Moak does sound like a good orc name, you know? Orcs, if, you know, they're honorless Klingons, I suppose. One of my former coworkers is actually a really good friend of, oh god, what's his name? Robert, I want to say Osborne? The guy who played Chancellor Gowron, with the Poppy Graves disease sort of eyes. Okay, 8 orcs. Well, you know, I'm gonna kill both of these guys. Hi. Come here. Come here, you two. Come on. I'm gonna show you why it's really cool to be red line with a good deep splash of yellow line. Because you take your dual wielding and you just kill everything. I love it. And you can still do, like, let's say you're fighting a mob that it's really unwise to start dropping AoEs on everybody. You can still use single target attacks and, like, you know, and also maneuver your bad guy away from other, you know, potential mobs that could aggro. Robert O'Reilly, that's the gentleman's name. Thank you, Eglin. Well, I was kind of busy and didn't Google. But yeah, one of my former coworkers is like really good friends with him. Like drinking buddies at Star Trek cons and sort of thing. I'm like, okay. Ha! Ha! I got the backpack first, buddy. And am I the only one who sees like the Morgul snag things for, you know, the forestry, the branches that you can chop up? Am I the only one who calls them snaga in my head? I kind of do. Alright, I need a lieutenant to kill. Not a sentry. You're not a lieutenant. You're a crusher. Not Wesley Crusher. You're a lieutenant. You come here. Come on over here. Come on. Come on. Thank you. And this is, you can hear the Mordor fight music from the previous expansion. Rude. I need that. There we go. Yell. In your face, buddy. So the Minas Morgul expansion was composed primarily by, you know, Dark Celtics, Bill Champagne. But of course they did reuse some of Chance Thomas's stuff from before. There's a lot of berserkers up there. I'm wondering if it's an accidental overspawn. Maybe. Are there supposed to be 3 of them, like, right there? Because I remember the last time I came up here, there was like a warden just basically crushing everything on the way. So I never actually got to fight through that area naturally. Speaking of crushing things. His best performance as Gowron was, okay. Actually, a friend of mine who makes comedy music did a parody of, what was that? Knock You Out. So-and-so says knock you out. But he did one based on Gowron. You know, it called him, you know, Gowron Knock You Out. Alright, you're dead. That's a captain. So I want a lieutenant. Here's a lieutenant. So we're gonna kick this. Plus, this is one of the other guys I need to kick. So I'm gonna go kick that guy up there too. Hi. How are you? How's your day? One of the cool things, I can mention this briefly, is for my DDO segment on Christmas Day. I found an interesting situation due to the Hardcore League over there, where if you transferred an iconic character from the Hardcore League to a regular server but hadn't acquired the Hardcore League equipment yet, because they rewired how those iconics work for Hardcore League, so they didn't actually instantly jump to level 15 like they normally do. I'm gonna kick you first. Come here. Come here. So, if you started an iconic and talked to, you know, your initial quest giver, on Hardcore League, you didn't get your instant level 15 XP boost. And if you left that little starting instance, you have no gear. So this character has no gear. And I'm going to take her through the starting zone Porthos without any gear at all. And the only gear she's going to have is the gear she's going to pick up while I'm playing. She's not level 1, because over there, when your daily dice gets you character XP, not virtue XP, so you could theoretically level up just by doing daily dice, which is really weird. And of course, as you progress through the levels, it takes more and more XP to achieve each new level, whatever. So I've been hoarding daily dice rolls on that character. Ah, damn it. That's okay, I'm gonna knock you down. See? And I'll shing over your body. Alright. I should heal up. Now let's heal the Defiler while I'm only half healed. It'll be fine. Hi! In the face. I love Devastating Strike. That's why I want that to have one of my legacies, is to boost that damage, because once you hit that, it's like hitting something with a freight train. So she's gonna go through the starting instance without any gear. None at all. Lieutenant, come here, Lieutenant. Oh wait, I don't have to kill you anymore, do I? Let me go check my quest log here. Okay, still need to go those guys, Easterlings. Okay, I need to kill that guy, and he is my quest initials. Okay, so these are all further on down. Okay. Alright, we're good. So we don't need to kill any more lieutenants, because we got enough. Why do I have... There, let's get that off of me. Come on, there we go. Make some friends if I'm not careful. Do hunters get pets in this game? No. Lore masters do. Technically captains do as well, but those are actually heralds, which are not, you know, pets in the animal sense, but pets in the, kind of like hirelings in DDO, quite frankly. But what hunters get, unlike WoW, is that you can also wield weapons other than your bow. Man, oh man! Devastating Strike to the face! Yeah, see, Bracing Heal needs to get better heals. I mean, come on. I've got 140,000 morale. I should be getting more than 8,000 out of this. Alright, did the triplets. Gonna go talk to Isildur, because we're on chapter 11.5. Ooh, I need to reforge something. Oh, my rune. So it hit 50. So we're gonna go to Adambel via rich Ithilskarn deposits. Well, hello. And speaking of things that need to be updated for modern values, War Steed morale. I think there was a new guy who was hanging out not only Lord of the Rings but also during Corey's show. Who wanted to know, was talking about war steeds and whatnot. I'm like, I don't think people necessarily hate war steeds. I mean, some people do. I personally just don't like the fact that they have no freaking morale compared to the rest of the game. I personally am of the opinion that war steed morale should adjust with level. Just like, lore master pets, they adjust to a certain extent. Hi, Mr. Warg or Ms. Warg. I just want the Scarn. I'm not here to steal your lunch. Especially if your lunch is orc. I definitely don't want that. Oh, that was a delayed reaction. Oh, that was something that has come up recently. Folks have been reporting unusual amounts of lag. I mean, there are certain places in the game that have always had lag problems. Minas Tirith, certain instances, Bree. But I think recently there has been an increase of lag, personally. And someone said, well, this started happening when they migrated what kind of sequel that the servers are running on. And I would have to say that can't be the case for one simple reason. It's because DDO is having the same damn problem and they haven't gone through the migration yet. Okay, that's some weird shadowing going on there. And soon DDO will feel our pain when it comes down to day-long Ooh, I got an Ithalarn shard. Nice. Yeah, DDO will soon feel our pain in the day-long downtimes. And I'm gonna hate it because I've got daily gold rolls over there till the end of next year. Because I bought their season pass, which for me was much more valuable than the Lotro year-long season pass. Simply because the Lotro one was basically offering permanent access to everything, including all the expansions up to that point. And I was like, well, I can already have all that. So it didn't do me much good, but it was very useful for folks. Whoa, hi. Camera goes spazzy. Who hadn't actually had the opportunity to just buy everything. One thing I really wish they would let us non-lifetimers, let you non-lifetimers be able to see, if you're VIP, which expansions and well, everybody has to buy expansions, even lifetimers like me, but to see which quest packs your account doesn't own, so you can, take advantage of this, the 75% off sale. Yeah, Chromite. That's exact, and that's the thing. Is some people say, "Well, DDOs get the same." It's been a pain in the butt for a long time. I hope they figure out what's going on. I really do. All right, let's talk to Isildur. And I really do like the cleverness of how Standing Stone got around the fact that they couldn't use the name for Isildur's other three sons. Because it's not in the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit, or the appendices. They were named in other sources, so they can't use their names. It's not in their license. Yeah, Eglano, that's probably it. So the Moobot freebie is not accurate. Elda has not had the opportunity to go in and update Moobot for everybody. But that's okay. It's alright. Hang on, I'm checking what's going on in Discord. I see you. I'm gonna give Neurotic Anarchy the role to talk and see all the cool channels, well, most of the cool channels in my Discord. You're all set? Fun, fun, fun. Alright. So we've got Isildur and the Shade of Isildur. Because remember, we are in the past. And I really do like the fact that we get to see Barad-dûr in its prime. And I know some people have been complaining, like, oh my god, is that this huge tower like in the Jackson movies? I'm like, well, that's fine. It doesn't have to be, because that's Jackson's movies. And you can interpret the actual literal lore in a different way, and it still works. So, no fuss, no muss. Don't worry about it. Cat! Come here. Come here. Meow. Meow. The cat. Again, the cat. Interrupter of streams. Maybe I should set a timer. Or a Moobot command for how many times Thief Kitty interrupts my streams. Because he won't shut up until he gets pets. And it was actually really hard on Wednesday. Wednesday I actually had my first ever work from home day, which is something that my current job lets me do. In other words, I have the access to doing it. But it's not something they recommend we do, only in case of emergencies or whatnot. And there was an emergency because some freaking ReadyGit decided to somehow access my PayPal account, and I still haven't figured out how they managed it, because there aren't any unusual logins. There's nobody else in the house to have access. Not even this fool would do it. And I think the person I spoke to at PayPal was a technological idiot, so it doesn't help there. But somebody accessed my PayPal account and bought Sephora gift cards through a website called egifter.com. I've never even heard of that until Friday. And I sure as hell wouldn't spend $2,250 on Sephora gift cards, because I don't shop at Sephora either. So I spent all day on Wednesday sorting that out. And it involved things like accessing my account, removing all methods of payments linked to it, changing out my debit card from my bank, checking with my bank, putting in disputes. I literally was on the phone for about 7 hours on Wednesday. And I also had to do my job at the same time. And sadly, that meant I ignored the phone calls coming in for my job, because I could get away with that. But I still had to do some call outs. Hi, kitty. So, pro tip, put two-factor authentication on every damn thing as possible. So. Yes, Thief Kitty is a jerk. See? Yes, you're a butthead. I think he hates the fact that I took, that my new drawing graphics tablet is sitting on his other favorite chair. Okay, since we're here, I'm gonna go reforge those 2 items while I'm here. And then we'll come talk to Isildur. So let me go find the reforged dude. Is the reforged... There is a reforged dude here. And the funny thing is, Thief is like quiet all day long until I start talking. Because he's like, why aren't you talking to me? Because I don't want to talk to you, cat. Talk to these nice people on the internet. And okay, I think the reason he's scoffing, he doesn't think that there are nice people on the internet. And I know there are. Yeah, basically, Eglin, I use Hugo Weaving's pronunciation of Isildur. Alright.
Now then?
No. No, I'm not gonna fund... Oh, man. Why can't you give me something nice? Again, why don't you give me any freaking nice legacies, you 2 stupid things? Ah! Hi, Miss. All the Brave. Off the Brave. Keg Drainer, nice name. That is indeed a nice name for your character. Keg Drainer. You sound like Gimli's lost cousin with a nasal voice. Down with elves? Wow, Baytran, you and Chromite would be good friends with that, because Chromite has, one might say, an unnatural hatred of male elves. True story. Alright, let's go see if there's anything else on the forums real quick. No, just, oh, I did actually link this in my Discord, but I'm going to tell you guys as well. I had linked it also in Corey's show, but Scenario, a Lotro staffer who has been with the game since before it launched, back when it was still Middle-earth Online. He's our primary world builder. I say our, like, you know, I don't work there. But he is Standing Stone's primary world builder. He's been the one who's been spearheading the overhauling old areas projects when time allows. He has set a really nice... Martina, I know you've seen this because he just replied to your comment a little while ago. That he is going to be putting some far-reaching stable masters, which are those blue horsehead stable masters, in the middle of the housing neighborhoods. Now, those are really cool because one of the things about all of the housing neighborhoods is because they're nowhere near anything, that the only way to leave them is to use a milestone, hunter port, warden muster, basically any other means of transport to get the hell out of there, or just literally go out. And if you're in Belphilus and you're a low-level character, you get ported debris. But you have to, like, ride to either end of the Belphilus, like, the Belphilus houses, like, you know, it's like this shape. You can either go all the way up here or all the way out here. And then once you leave that portal, it automatically bounces to debris. And, you know, there's a swift travel mount to, like, Dol Amroth at one end and Minas Tirith the other for characters who aren't over-level. But none of the other housing areas have stable masters going away. So it's like, if you leave the Bree one through the portal, you're in the middle of frickin' the Midgewater Marshes, right? So having the far-reaching stable masters in the housing neighborhoods in the center of town, really cool quality of life upgrade. So he does further say, and I think, Martina, this is in response to your question about will there be an option for anyone to enter into any neighborhood that way. Speaking of how Lobies can only get to Gondor housing by having a house there or finding one for sale in the right neighborhood if there is one. And you can't get there. So he said the instance nature of neighborhoods prevent us from providing stable routes directly into a neighborhood. Each of the original neighborhoods do currently have slow and swift travel routes from the nearest town. But yeah, it doesn't fix the legendary item, the legendary server option with Belphilus though. But the neighborhood stable masters will have routes that allow players to travel to the entrance of each neighborhood. Interesting. So, y'all are on top of that. So, let's see what Scenario follows up with on that one. So, that's an interesting quality of life improvement for Lotro. I think that's good for them to put that in there. Yeah, you're much closer to the Lone Lands and the Forsaken Inn than you are a Bree. Anyway, let's go talk finally to Isildur.
We need sharp blades and sturdy armor if we are to be prepared.
It has been some time since Sauron sent his orcs against us, but they may return at any moment. We must be ready. With sharp blades and sturdy armor, prepare to turn aside their attacks. Find a crate of whetstones somewhere here in Adambel by the campfires to the north and deliver its contents to idle soldiers throughout the encampment. Remind them of the need for weapons clean and sharp, and see that they heed my warning. Do not forget to give whetstones to my sons as well, for they may need the reminder most of all. False names will only protect them for so long, and in the end they must rely upon their weapons. That is the way of war. Now I must now attend my brother Anarion. But I will leave you with these tasks and my thanks for the successful completion. Because if I recall correctly, Anarion predeceased Isildur. Because Anarion didn't survive the siege. If I'm recalling correctly. I'm pretty sure Eglinol and Chromite are not the same person. They just share a common sentiment. Hashtag down with barefoot elves. Alright. Okay, so I remember seeing the idle soldier over here when we bopped on over to the relic master, the forge master. It's been some days since last my sword was sharpened. That sounded almost like it has been 0 days since the last nuclear accident in Springfield. Alright, you got reminded. Up on the hill. I'm still thinking the presence of Rovanian hobbits and the fact that hobbits are now currently the only of the 4 primary free peoples that haven't had a second race added. My personal theory is that they are going to be next, whenever that happens. It would make sense. Whether that would be in time with another game expansion, I don't honestly know. I mean, it would probably be 2 years down the line if so. Okay. Well, there's 2 of the brothers.
I will not spurn the gift.
Alright. Blade is as sharp as it was both yesterday, last week, and a month past, but all the same, I won't spurn the gift. I do not call for the servants of Sauron to attack, but neither do I enjoy the tedium of this endless calm. I will spend some of today sharpening my sword. Pointless shall be neither the exercise nor the blade, my new friend. Alright, well, apparently Viamisil doesn't need a whetstone. He's too busy making fun of things. Oh, well, you don't want to mess with Yavanna. I'm just saying. I wouldn't want to mess with Yavanna. And Chromite definitely is one of our very most skilled players. And I can't wait for whatever time, 5-10 years down the road, assuming the game's still around, that we get Corey up in here, that he can see all this cool stuff. But honestly, it works better in context, quite frankly, if you've already played through regular Mordor. Thief? What do you want? This time. Yay, somebody dinged!
I will make use of the whetstone.
She's 124.
And the warning.
Congrats. Alright. Okie dokie, so we need 1 more. Don't tell me we have to go back to the other brother, because that's rude. Running back and forth. I am not the king's errand bearer. It was the other brother. Okay. By the way, I want to call your attention here. This is something Corey would probably do, but I'm going to call your attention to the banners. And not the design on them quite so much. I mean, this is obviously a reference to Minas Honor, the city of the sun. But no, just look at the texture of the banner itself. It looks like fabric. They put enough shadings of color on it to actually make it look like a fabric that has been rolled up, rolled down, has actually seen a little bit of wear and tear on it. So I think that's really cool. I mean, it doesn't look like it's actually been like an embossed sort of fabric, except on the ends here, like on the corners. But the actual main pattern, I mean, you can almost see the actual weaving. It's rough enough that you can actually see that, and that's really cool. Such a really nice detail as compared to like the tent up here. I mean, it kind of looks like burlap. Kitty, come here. What's your problem? Toe beans. He's got toe beans. Alright, let's go talk to the other brother.
Thank you for the whetstone and my father's warning, though I needed neither.
Every day seems much like the one before, and the orcs have not dared to tangle with our warriors for some time. Still, there may be some wisdom in it. I think it may be worthwhile to ensure that everyone who bears a weapon has what he needs to keep it in pristine shape. Yes, my friend, everyone, from the lowest soldier to the very highest. Indeed, even my grandsire should not neglect his own weapon. Oh, are you saying Elendil needs to do some... Oh, man. If we need to sharpen our blades every morn, I say that even High King Elendil should benefit from his son's advice. Bring a whetstone and my father's warning to my grandsire, King Elendil. You'll find him somewhere around Adambel, I warned, and spare not the lecture. I'm not going to lecture the High King! What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Have I seen the Castlevania? Yeah, I've played Castlevania 2 actually back in the day. I haven't really played any of the other ones though. Yeah, you go and play. Cat hair up my nose. Alrighty. Let's go find the High King. This is going to go super not well. And you notice Elendil is the tall. Let's take a look at his armor while we have the opportunity. It shows use. It shows that he needs a bath. Is that what Narsil looks like? Wait, is that really Narsil? Come on. Come on! So if this is Narsil, would this stone be the one of the Silithar, and these two would be Silithar, and maybe this is also... How many Silithar were there from that quest? I do have to say, though, that if this is Narsil... Lame! Come on, it should look like... Well, it doesn't have to look like, but I would think it would look as fancy as, you know, Andúril that we see once we reforge it in-game, right? Only one Silithar. Oh, the Castlevania TV series? Alright, let me refresh the bacon. Let's see if you updated the date on that. Okay, anyway, we got the High King here. And yes, I do like the winged hat. Much more fancy than the ones that you get by doing quests in the Pelennor. He looks appropriately old, with a nice beard. He's got the white tree, 7 stars, the crown. Oh, by the way, the crown that my character is wearing, this is the same crown that Isildur and Anarion wore in the Argonath. If you go like also to the gates of Osgiliath, you see their statues. This is the same exact crown that they're wearing, except there's 2 wings in the front like this. And you can see where they were cut off, like right here. But otherwise, it's the same crown. But on the other hand, you know, the winged crown, yeah. I guess maybe the sons of Elendil wanted more wings on their crown. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk to the High King, and I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna kneel to the king first, because I'm respectful. High King, I have...
The tedium of the hours is a dangerous foe for an army at rest.
I would not need 3 guesses to know which of my grandsons sent you to me thus. He has spent too long in idleness and has forgotten the danger. The tedium of the hours is a dangerous foe for army at rest, but a forgotten enemy long accepted is even more of a threat. I will take this whetstone and thank you for it, but know this, my blade Narsil needs sharpening but rarely, and I am not lax with its keeping. Let my grandson take these words to heart. A soldier needs sharpening just as a weapon does, and if one is neglected, neither can carry out its work. He should treat the business of war more seriously and leave the jesting for tavern keepers and stable boys. Damn. Find some soldiers with which to train as a reminder to not let down their guard. Afterwards convey the words I spoke to my grandson as well as my displeasure. He has the blood of kings and should act as such. Heck yeah. Oh my god, I got the stern look. Okay. Let's go find some soldiers to train with. I see one over there. Actually, there's a whole bunch of them over here. Well, we'll go over to this guy because they're close to where the sons are.
It is the command of the High King. Let us begin.
All right. I'm gonna kick your butt, dude. Just saying. There you go. Yeah.
I am ready for you. Hold nothing back.
Hey, Saren. How you... Well, I can see how you're doing. Hi, Ponton. Nettlebrew. Alright. You need to do better.
My muscles ache already.
But if this is the High King's command, I will not cry off. Let us begin! There we go. Ouch, ouch, I give up! Dang it. That's okay, I've got water. How you doing, Pumpkin? Getting ready for Winterfest next week. I did give a shout out to it earlier. And of course, it is listed in the beacon. Beacon! The bacon. I love the fact that these 2 characters, obviously they're leveling up together, but first of all, I hate the fact that they're riding the steed of Mikkel Delving, because I want that steed! No, actually, Winterfest is a special thing that Taunton's kinship is running on here on Kirk Hollow. It's a music festival held at Thorin's Gate every year.
It was only a bit of fun, my friend.
Do not let my grandfather's words sour your day. But look, did you not say you met this elf earlier among the corpses of our enemies and his? He has come now to Adambel on some errand and will be pleased to speak with you. Give him a whetstone. God. Oh, Magoldir. Right. Well, Eglino, make an alt and come to Thorin's Gate. That's not hard. I mean, that's what most of us do. Is if we don't actually play a regular server that an event is on, we just make a lobby alt and go. It's fun. Yeah, Second Breakfast will be playing in Winterstock. That's awesome. And if I am suddenly unemployed, well, the current plan is that I will be unemployed at the end of the year again. If they don't grant an extension or a permanent whatever, I will probably be free to stream Winterstock on Landreval next month. I don't know. We'll find out once we find out what's going on with the job. All I do know is that 2 of my co-workers, my supervisor has spent all week up in Boston, because it's in the Boston, it's one of the Boston suburbs is where the company is moving the headquarters to, and not taking us with them so far. So he's been doing some training of their people on our stuff, and they've been, talking about training our people on their stuff. But they are woefully unprepared to do our jobs for them. So we'll see how that goes. Alright.
I will take a whetstone, and gladly. My own sword could use the sharpening.
Let it not be said that I took poor care of Orthidel, the rising star, for in return he might take poor care of me. Yeah, see, your weapon looks... I'm not gonna lie, I think your weapon kinda looks better than the High King's. I'm just saying. Elf soldiers, like those of other races, must keep their weapons and their wits as sharp as they can. It has always been my experience. I wonder, has it been yours? Okay, so we get to get an upgrade of armor! Woohoo! So this is an upgrade of 27 eye levels. Much greater armor. Much better might. Increased vitality. And a big increase of finesse and crit rating. So this is actually a really good upgrade. And you know what I like to do, and I'm not going to actually do this, but I always like to see what the other ones look like. Whoops. And none of these are really well dyeable, except this one is kinda. Hi, cat. You be quiet. See, this one kinda dyes, but this doesn't, and this doesn't. I mean, the light armor one kinda does, but it's not really all that great, honestly. But anyway, I'm gonna take the heavy armor.
It is no accident that brought me hither.
Okay. No, indeed. I came here seeking you, for I have been given an errand for which you might be well suited. These 2 eyes have the keen sight of our people, but the eyes of a champion might pick up something I miss, and your skills turn aside the danger of whatever we find. I was sent to scout the southern reaches at the behest of Glorfindel, leader of the Glanthrim. Glennothrim. The Bright Company. They have devoted themselves to combating the evils of old that linger still in Middle-earth. Oh, do not mistake me. I do not belong to that esteemed group, but I tell you what you should already know. If an elf of the Bright Company asks you to do something, only a fool or a coward would refuse, and I deem myself neither. It is my belief that Glorfindel plans their next step, and the information I return to him could prove crucial. Will you aid me in this? Well, yeah. He raises his sword in salute. It shall be a fine hunt, my friend. Let us patrol to the east of this encampment, skirting the northern face of Amon Amarth. Orodruin, or Mount Doom, in later days. And not the metal band. named after the mountain, and slay whatever foes mischance to cross our path. There's a location I would have a scout, and once I am satisfied we have not missed anything, I will make my report to Glorfindel. Sure, take all the glory. So, find the location that he wishes to scout, kill 10 dudes, and talk to him again. Okay. Alright.
There is a location I would have a scout.
Okay, well, let's go scout it. Yeah, DHS is 3 p.m. on Sunday, which, sadly, I will be at work. I hope somebody is going to be recording it. I'm fairly sure Hollyberry won't be available. I don't know. I'm sure Ponton... Oh, the Dulcet Tones also have the Breakfast Club, but they aren't going to play this year. Okay. I believe Hollyberry normally records and Dune at 3 p.m. on Sundays, but I don't know if there's going to be a special provision for this circumstance. I don't know. Why aren't you... Okay, it won't actually let you set it as the quest guide. Okay, that's interesting. And there's no quest ring here. Interesting. So you're supposed to find it and not really know what the hell he's talking about. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get me some Ithilskarn. All I know is Ponton, if I were available, I would be happy to record / stream the show, but alas. Let me put on the new piece of gear though, and this one was said to be able to be disenchanted, which now, by the way, you can use your Flame of Von Calamir. Hi. Well, you count for the thing, so we're gonna kick this critter's butt. Defeated another foe. Yay, go me. Does the Carbon count? It does. Personally, I always thought it was a little bit lame to have, like, swarm flagged critters as foes for these sorts of things. It got really ridiculous when you can use, like, sickle flies to be considered to be a foe of Gondor for the anniversary event, where you have to go down to the shores of the Anduin and go find something like the shards of the Horn of Gondor. I always thought that was a bit lame. But, you know, that's just me. That's my opinion. Nothing else going on the forums. Oh, hello, Easterling Defector. How interesting. I did mention, by the way, Eglinol, about the end date for the enlist me thing being wrong in the bacon. Let me see if Cord has updated it. Nope, not yet. But I did tell him. You know what? I'm gonna go kill the Easterling Defector. Oh, he won't let me attack him. Let's go take a look at his outfit while we're here, because he's remarkably clean. Okay, his pants aren't, but, you know. I kind of really like those pauldrons he's got on there. But this is actually a pretty interesting outfit. Nice pauldrons with the little, I guess it's kind of like a leafy filigree design. Interesting belt with the roses on it. Wonder about his mismatched, racers, though. Look at that. One's gold and one isn't. He's got tattoos on his face. A little bit of a receding hairline there. You know, you should embrace the receding hairline, but like Nicolas Cage. Oh, I like how, you know, it's kind of like angel wings on the back. See that in like, you know, some cosplayers wear a shirt and it's got angel wings on the back. And of course you got a wine cask or a wine skin right there. So interesting. I'm sure we'll find out more about him. He's got the same belt. Well, not really. But anyway, let's go find a plains crawler. I wanted to be noted that I was willing to kick the Easterling defector's butt. The game wouldn't let me, so I'm not being cowardly by killing the birds. Just being resourceful. Am I kicking him with a bow? That was weird. That was definitely odd. And you're, of course, you're a foe too. Ow. Daggers, swords and daggers without a handguard between the hilt and blade scare you a bit. Yeah. I mean, I own a lifesteal rapier that has the basket hilt, and I love that weapon. But yeah, I also have enough lightsabers. I'm like, how am I not getting my fingers cut off with this? There's actually some lightsabers you can get in SWTOR that do actually have finger guards on them. Not quite basket hilts though. I mean, you get this epic music and you're standing there killing a crow. It seems kind of odd. How dare you evade my Xing Xing? Rude. Cat hair. Okay, got the 10 dudes. Okay, now it is updated. The quest tracker. Nice. Now we're gonna go talk to this defector. No? Interesting. Lightsabers are the #1 cause of loss of many appendages. There's another one. Oh hey, there's a thing down there. There's another one down there. Making that noise. Oh, the Avant there is crunching down on some rocks. Okay. You go ahead and do that. I'm not entirely sure why the sound is following me around, though. claw. Stone claw, stone claw. Alright, my gold deer is over here hanging out, chilling. Surveys the surrounding terrain. Well, yeah, that's definitely a most unpleasant sight. In fact, let me get a good screenshot of it. Whoa, hi. Did I just fall through that rock? I think I fell through that rock. I don't think I actually rode past the rock. I think I actually fell through it. Alright. Alright. I mean, honestly, that's about as bright and cheerful the sky you're ever going to get in Mordor, right? In the Dark Tower. Well, hello there. Is that an elf white? Yes. I know, we're gonna go kill those guys.
Now let us see what we might spy from the height.
West, north, and east from the slope of Amarth. Is there some fell reason for this calm, or does Sauron tire of his war as we do? I do not like this uncertainty, friend. See you there, the great fortress across the plain. That is Amon Fuin, the Gloom Hill. And it is a den of evil. I do not like it. But I tell you true that I like the quiet of Parth Danath even less. I'm sorry, Danath, if that were possible. If you're willing, I would ask you to come with me to Ekkad in Edhil, where we can report this to Glorfindel. It may be he will know what to make of this unpleasant stillness. Okay. You don't have a blue quest ring, but since we're here, and I actually do have quests from Ekkad What's-Its-Face, I might as well take care of those while I'm here. Hi. You know what I should also do while I'm here? I'm gonna pick up, I really should get some rep. Yes, I know, I'm standing in a stupid. Let me get one of these while I'm here. It's just one. Alright, let's get out of the AoE stupidness, and let's hit that bad boy, so that I can at least get some additional rep while I'm here. So later this evening, I am probably going to play something else. In the evening, won't be streaming, of course. I am actually going to make dinner using my brand new Instant Pot, which I'm really super stoked about. I made air-fried some tater tots in it during Tori's show. And that was pretty cool. Alright, you're a Mordor white, but you don't count. Mordor archer. Planescrawler. Fell spirit. But I do wonder why those deeds are actually listed in purple, though. In the tooltip. Pack of wolves. Wargs, wolves, whatever. Let's make this our quest thingy-majigger. In the right place for it. Might as well kill them while I'm here, right? And just when you thought you didn't need hope tokens anymore, or at least outside of instances. Mordor Defiler, there's a warrior. Is that a goblin? An actual goblin? Yeah, it's a mortar skirmisher. Easterling Defector. Hey, I can kill that guy. Wait, no. Wait a minute. He's green, like I can't attack him. But he's also listed as part of the D, which tells me there's going to be a quest to kill these guys. Don't tell me. I'll find it, I'm sure. Alright, we've got a crusher hanging out with a stone heaver, and it looks like they're just chilling. Alright, well, I'm gonna skirt around. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I don't think I'll be able to skirt around them to get that rich. Oh man, it's a rich Ithilskarn. Oh man. How close can I get without aggroing him? Come on, sneak. Oh, close enough. Ooh, another shard. Nice. That was pretty neat. Hey, you white. Wait, you white. Get over here. Alright. I don't know why, but I actually really enjoyed killing whites in Erluin. You know, when they send you to that those white mounds to the north of Thrasi's Lodge. I don't know why, but I always had a lot of fun just going up there and farming those guys. And also going into the Barrow Downs and farming whites there. I don't know why, I just really enjoyed it. There's a warg, there's a warg, everywhere a warg. Who's that? A black Numenorian. So the whites are supposed to be up here. Pretty sparse on the ground, I have to say. There we go. Hi, elf whites. Come here. Oh, hey, I scouted while I was at it. Oh man, even the elf whites have pretty hair. I need this fallen soldier white. I needed another elf white. So I think I might need to wait for these guys to respawn. Or go up the hill. Hey, Hey, Beldernick, how you doing? Yeah, there's no deed for the ones in Erdluin. I don't know why I enjoyed killing the ones in Erdluin. I just... Probably because I was there at the time. Easterling hopeful? What do you mean? You mean to join the Easterlings? Can I see your outfit before I kill you first? Oh, wow, look at that! That is a pretty outfit. I want to see... Hold still. What made me kill you? I hate... You're a worthy foe. I hate to kill you. Okay, while you're stunned, let me look at your cloak. Oh man, I always love that cloak. I want one of those. But look at this guy's helmet. Kind of wish wow, that's like super elegant. Okay, that was an interesting way for your corpse to fall. Remember that time we were in Osgiliath with Corey on Weekend, and he kept having the lore master stun the bad guys so you could take a look at their outfits. It's like, oh, I want to take a look at this helmet. Let's stun them. Alright, I need another elf white, so I'm guessing they're gonna one of them will respawn down here, I'm sure. I know, it does look like the ones in the Brownlands because they're Easterlings. But still, I think... I'm not sure if that fancy of an outfit... It seems to me that maybe it's a better flavor of the outfit. You know, I probably should use my points on... Even though I'm not going to ever use this third ager, I am fishing it for these. So that if I get another two-hander LI, I can plop one of these on there. I see you respawning over there. Let me see. Raging Blade damage at its max. Bracing Heal at its max. Devastating Strike at its max. Well, as best as I can get it. Okay, and it's got 19 more levels to go. You! Come here! We're talking through the whole movie. And I kind of want to go to the Brownlands just to compare, because those guys won't attack me if I go there. I think we should do that, just to see what they're like. Alright, defeated the dudes, so we need to go talk to Thranduil. We also need to do some scouting while we're here, so let's put this as our quest focus and do the scouting that it says to do. Scout the things. Can I climb up here? Yeah, we can. Okay, got that one done. How solo friendly are lore masters? I don't play a lore master with any regularity, so I don't know the answer to that question. But I have personally witnessed Andang soloing a lore master under-leveled, no less, through Veils of Anduin. So if you know the class, I would say it's fairly well soloable. So, Eglinal is also one of our resident lore masters, and they will also know more deets about that. I personally probably wouldn't solo in over-level content myself, but, you know, I'm a chicken. Buck, 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 buck! Mordor White Martor. Okay. This stark white page here. There's a deep claw that will everybody will attack. Okay, I'll fight you first, and then we're gonna take the page from you. Hi, Fifi. What are you doing, cat? Sure, get the elf whites involved. Rude. Oh, I got like no damn power. Okay, somebody's killing me with the no power thing. Get out of the AoE. Get out of the other AoE. Dag nabbit.
The battlements, which had for so long withstood all our cunning and strength, rent asunder with a roar, and were flung to the earth as splinters and dust.
I'm guessing that was the Black Gate. I mean, if you got a character slot, I mean, there's nothing that precludes you from, you know, trying out as many characters as you like and finding the one or ones you like to play the most. I mean, I currently main this champion, but I also do play a minstrel. I've been learning some more about playing captain, but I wouldn't call myself a captain player. Hunter, anybody can play hunter. Even Cordovan can play a hunter if he ever wanted to. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Cougar. Roar. Our friends, the elf whites. Easterlings, more elf whites, fallen soldier elf whites. Ugar has learned to get sassy. I remember when he barely mustered the courage to talk to anybody. I blame Big Ed Mustafa. Speaking of Big Ed, he will be streaming tonight on the official Lojo channel from 10. Actually, he can stream whenever he wants to, but I think his show officially is from 10 to whenever he gets bored. Or tired, or all of the above. So, if you want something to put you asleep, definitely go hang out with Big Ed Mustafa. I have fallen asleep listening to a show on more than one occasion. Don't tell him it's because I was actually, like, really tired, not because of anything he was doing. Oh, Eglin! Oh my god, that's bad. It's so bad it's good. But also very true. Hi. Ooh, orcish supplies? I will destroy some orcish supplies. Shing shing. That's my leg. Don't put your claws in it, cat. You're dead. You're Hey, Lady Gun, how you doing? You can do so many good voices. You like to do impressions, or are you a voice actor? Because I actually know several voice actors. Whoa. What just happened? Oh, Thief Kitty stepped on the remote control. That's what happened. Destroy supplies, which means I get to destroy this captain. Rawr! Rude! Taking away my weapons. Yeah, and I do remember when captains had an anti-disarm skill, and we don't have it anymore. I'm kind of annoyed about that. Doing okay? I'm doing much better now that I've got PayPal to refund the $2,250 some scammer stole out of my account the other day. So yeah, I raged about it in my Rage channel. And oh, by the way, if you're in my Discord, the Rage channel is where you're going to see my commentaries on many things, and also I allow anybody to swear and drop whatever F-bombs and to basically rage in all caps, and it must always be all caps about whatever. And you can rage happily about something if you really want to, but we also do rage about politics because there are way too many idiots in politics regardless of your affiliation. Let's go kill these guys. Hi, you two. Come here. Come here. Hi. Boom! In your face. Yeah, like if you're really excited about something, like, oh my god, I'm gonna go see Rise of Skywalker. Not early. I'm actually switching. Oh, that is actually a stream announcement I should be making here. Not next Tuesday, the 9th. No, the 10th. But the following Tuesday, the 17th, I will not be at work. I will not be streaming that night because that's normally my other stream night. But I won't be streaming that Tuesday because I will have to work in order to make up for taking Thursday off to go watch Rise of Skywalker the first night. Because there's no way in hell I'm going to deal with 2 days of work, or 1 day of work and then 1 day of streaming, and not see Rise of Skywalker the freaking second it comes out because people on the internet like to post spoilers. So there won't be a regular Tuesday night stream, and I try to actually avoid playing Lotro on my Tuesday night streams, but sometimes I actually enjoy doing that. Okay, there's a hopeful patrol leader. Why are they hopeful? I want to know. What makes them hopeful? Because you wouldn't normally connect the notion of being hopeful with orcs, right? Unless they're hopeful for bad things to happen. Not captains, Chromite. I was saying champions. I think we used to have one, and we don't anymore. From my understanding, I could be wrong. But I'm sure you know more about that than I. Hi. Oh man. This is why I always like to kill defilers and heal. Always kill the healer first. And I accidentally just dragged the clobber off my thing, so good job, me. I could search for it. It's like, well, why don't you have your bars locked down, Druids Farms? Because I actually don't like them being locked down. For the most part, though, I really need to clean them up, because I have all of these, and I don't need them. Well, Whisker, sorry! I like the rain cloud. I'll keep those. And the black cat, of course, is staying. The 2 horses are staying. Old rattle packs, sorry. These I picked up from Bingo Boffin. Ooh, prize Rivendell horse? Heck yeah. Hobby horse? Heck yeah. Shepherd dog. Ice salamander. Skittish black horse. Willem's cub. There. And of course the white squirrel. It's like, well, why do you have the pets on your bars, Druid? And you don't even use them. I honestly keep forgetting. Sentinel in training. You know what? Let's get all the pets off here. Except the black cat. Because the black cat is Thief Kitty. So we're not going to introduce Thief Kitty to orcs. Or goblins. Fearborn disease and poison, I wasn't referring to, actually to remove disarms was something different. It was specific to removing disarms, not any other debuff removal. Cleanse or whatever. Actually, one of the coolest things Wildstar ever did was to make a disarm where a bad guy disarmed you and your weapon went flying off in, you know, into, like, say it would land like over here and you'd have to actually go run to pick it up. I thought that was a cool mechanic that Wildstar had that I wish we had, but we don't. Then again, there's a lot of stuff I wish we had. We don't. Some stuff I'm fairly sure we're never going to get, but part of the problem is hoping for stuff that would take a major engineering effort and they have bigger fish to fry. Hi, you. Excuse me. Excuse me. How dare you keep casting your heal back to back? Rude. It's fine. I'll kill you myself. Hi. I need tonic bars. I generally go with the factory default quick slots and stuff because I'm used to with other games like WoW and whatnot that every time they do any major update, they break all of the plugins and add-ons, and so you have to wait for them to fix them before you can use the stuff again. So it's like, why get used to third-party plugins if they're gonna get broken every few weeks? Okay, got you. Now it's your turn. I see the quest ring in the corner there. Toast. I wonder if they'll add a Dunedain race. That's an interesting question. Personally, again, I have no insider information here, but personally I think the next race they are likely to add is going to be a Hobbit themed race. Mainly because elves have a second race, dwarves have a second race, men have a second race. Hobbits do not. Hi. But I haven't heard any word on whether any such work is being done, or if there's any plans to do it. Play as a Boogin on the Moors. That would actually be kind of funny. Yeah, actually, Chromite, that is something I saw recently when Maid of Lions asked, well, how would you guys want us to fix the LI grind? If you look at his post earlier today, so he basically said, well, how would you want us to fix this? And people immediately jumped in and said, scrolls and starlets on barterers? Duh. So, that could help. go get this captain over here. Actually, I'm gonna hop out and get these snag branches while they're right here. Any news on the class change? Nothing at all, Mech Malong. Cord was asked that earlier today, and he had no answer for us. So, no news. No news on server transfers. No news as to whether server transfers will be the same as they were before. However, here's a rumor that I'm going to throw at you, though. This is rumor, not confirmed by Standing Stone in any way, shape, or form. However, DDO is about to go through the same day-long downtime per server that we suffered through. And one of the things he was talking about was their Hardcore League server, because right now, they never turned off server transfers for DDO, ever. At least, not like they did for us a couple months ago. However, in one of his responses to people asking questions about when things will be available, they had like an after party for their Hardcore League where it was still open where people could log in and, you know, check their characters and get everything situated and then transfer their characters to their regular servers for free. One of the things he said was after the after party ended, which was supposed to end on Tuesday, and then he announced it would end on Thursday, and ironically, I noticed the other night that it actually closed on Wednesday. And then he was like, yeah, nice of QA to tell me these things. He had mentioned that when they plan to turn transfers back on for the Hardcore League server, that it wouldn't be until January. Because it seemed like it was part of some bigger server, something other that they're working on. That they weren't going to have them available again until January. So my personal theory is, based on that information, that the earliest we should expect to even see the possibility of server transfers again will be January. The one thing that I'm worried about, and I know that other people are worried about as well, I wouldn't say everyone is worried, but if you aren't worried about it, then what's wrong with you, is given how Cordovan has been communicating the frequently asked question about transfers, is my suspicion is that they're going to change the server transfers, so either we won't get shared storage to transfer anymore, because DDO has never had storage transfers. It's always been character only. Like, even for the Hardcore League, like, what was ever in your shared bank, you couldn't take to a regular server. You had to take it out of your shared bank into a character inventory, and then you transfer the character. So, it may be a case where they're going to take it out of... I got kicked by this guy, but I need to kick this guy's butt. Where are you? Oh, this is going to go really well. Oh, Shinola. Ouch. This is not going well. Yeah, I'm keeping my button there on my... More breathing room. Wow, I got the big guy down. And that's why you play champion. Didn't Court say turning off transfers has nothing to do with storage transfers? He said it didn't have anything to do with the exploiting that was going on, with people exploiting their capped currencies, like whatever the hell they were, figments and motes and stuff. He said that had nothing to do with these, but he also was not direct in saying that there would be no changes to transfers. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD. I was actually paying more attention to chat and making sure that questions got answered. But until we see how they're going to work. But in the past, he had not been very clear as to whether the methodology of transfers would be affected or not, so... Yeah, there's a lot of things that have been communicated for years and haven't been done. Which is unfortunate. But yeah, we have no idea when the race changes are coming through. And, you know, I always keep... Ooh. Scar. Hello? Who's this? Well, I'll go down here and get the snag branches and the scarn and the other scarn and then come back and find those other soldiers. Hey. Hey! Look, Ma, no hands. What about the possibility of an advanced fishing endgame? You know, I'm sure that would be fun for a lot of players, Baytron. I do know Big Ed Mustafa would be all for it. Wouldn't even need to ask. I'm not speaking for him in that regard, but we all know Big Ed Mustafa is, you know, Middle Earth's biggest fan of fishing. Alright. I mean, I could kill the guy. I'm here to beat up the cages, though. And I need to beat up another troll or girth egg. I mean, there was always also talk of adding other hobbies beyond fishing. And many people have had some really awesome, great suggestions for what they could do, but it's always been a thing where they've never had time or inclination, or somebody available to do it. I mean, it's kind of like the revamp of Bree. It happened because somebody went and did it in their spare time. Alright, let's hit this guy. Now. Oh, Shinola. Well, I'm gonna kill the Defiler first, because Defilers are bad. Oh, he brought his Hopeful Orc Patrol with him. Ow! Alright. That guy's down. Stun. Hit this, hit this. Yeah. Davey, what are you doing? Can you fish the one ring out of Mordor? That would be kind of cool. Back in the day, on the very first iteration of the Mordor expansion, on Bullroar, you could actually fish in the lava outside, like any of the lava pits in Mordor. Like, any of these lava pits that were in, you know, this is like current Dora Marth. And so what I did is I went to this lava pool right outside of Outer Door and fished out of it. And at the time, they hadn't yet put in the artwork for the armor sets in the Isengard Tavern. So I literally was, my character had armor on, but you couldn't see it, so you saw her underwear. So she was fishing in her skivvies outside of Barad-dûr. It was funny. Alright, where's the last one? It's... there. It's the glowy thing right there. Cat, would you stop being obnoxious for 5 seconds? Yes, I know. We've got an hour left of the stream. And then I'm gonna make supper. My very first proper meal Made in the Instant Pot. This is gonna be so cool. I'm pretty excited about it. 3 for 1 day at the Circle K. Ching ching, buddies. Yeah, you could fish in lava. But it was only in the very first iteration of Bull War. The next week, they iterated it out, which kind of stank. But... And they also put the debuff around any lava. Like, if you're right next to that lava pit now, and there's actually a quest for you to pick up obsidian by it, there's that debuff that kills you eventually if you stand in it long enough. And where the Grims are, it's like, So they, you know, they nerfed it. It's very sad. Oh, the puddles in the Winding Way in Moria, the best place to go fishing. Nice. I also remember the time when they accidentally flooded Brockenborings in the Shire, and you could fish in the main street of Brockenborings. I have a screenshot of that too because it was hilarious. All right, I need to save some more soldiers. Ah, man, oh man, my nose itches, and I blame Thief Kitty. Alright. Oh, there's 2 captured soldiers over that way, too. Oh, I gotta go into Ammo and Fuin, but I have to go kill this, get this last guy going here. Always kill the Defiler first. Interrupted your butt! That actually sounds really bad. Fire's order and his debuff, yeah. Well, it wasn't there in the first iteration. They fixed it. Because it wasn't intended behavior. Like, oh my god, it wasn't intended. You weren't supposed to be able to fish there. Like, yes, Mom. Ooh, a rare Mordor chest. Well, you know what we're gonna have to do with that. And a backpack. Nice. Hey guys. How you doing? What's up? I see the captured soldier in the corner. For a rare Mordor chest, I kind of would have expected there to be more bad guys around it. Or like a signature mob or something. And of course they're only like, you know, crafting mats anyway, so it doesn't matter. Not you. You don't have enough room for that! Well, fine, I'll open it later. Okay, whoops, forgot the soldier. Almost forgot the soldier. Durr. Hey, Ellis, how you doing? Well, I should say Big Ed's fishing pole just to be appropriate here. Come on. I know I made the right parts. Leave me alone. Stop nagging me. Alright, let's get... Hi. Oh, well, hey. I have to kill you, so... Hi. Let's do some snacks. Eat with my mouth open, apparently. Fuluk. Gonna die. Or he's gonna knock me into the next stage. See, only in Lord of the Rings can you actually say something like that. I'm gonna knock you to the next stage. And, you know, considering you say I'm gonna knock you into next week. Well, you can say knock you into next year. Or we'll just knock you into the next stage, which is next year according to game time. Oh, yeah, me too, Ponton. And I do know that they were trying, like, I had been pestering the hell out of Pinion whenever I had a chance to talk to him about it. So I do know it's something. Oh man. Well, I suppose I can kill that troll when he comes back around. Any more trolls? Well, let's go save those other two soldiers up the hill. Let's go save them. And Amon Fuin. The hopeless place. Let's go kill this captain and go steal his backpack. But is it a jetpack? Is his backpack a jetpack? That only works for the Mandalorian. Well, Eglinol, it's because Elda hasn't had the opportunity to update Moobot yet. She'll get to it. And sometimes there is actually overlap of the code, so it's possible that code may still work for a little bit. Aw, Beldernick with the bitty bits. Thank you so much for that, for the support of this channel and its shenanigans. Always appreciated. And just earlier, yesterday, I celebrated my 2-year anniversary of subscribing to Cordovan's personal channel, which he, of course, donates all of his proceeds to the local animal rescue charity in his area, even though he doesn't really stream anymore. Yes, I'm trying to run around the Avant so I can get those branches. Water good. Black Numenorian Captain. And regular Black Numenorian Warriors. Let's go kick their butts. Wait, did something type out in Danish? Destroy shrines to Sauron? I'm happy to do that for you. I am happy to destroy anything involved with Sauron. So, of course, the Black Numenorians were Numenorians who worshipped Sauron on Numenor. But I do have to wonder, how do Black Numenorians still survive? I mean, are these the same exact warriors from 3,000 years ago? Or from the Second Age? Like, are they immortal through some art or sorcery? Or are they just like the sons of Castamere kind of dealio? Can you see my traits? Sure. I am primarily redline, with a good heaping dose of yellow. And I've always run redline with 2 weapons, even though the conventional wisdom says run redline with 1 2-hander. I mean, the Black Numenorians, I mean, they were of Numenorian blood, so they should still have the same longevity as the Dunedain, theoretically. And I'm still very fond of the Mordorim, you know, the plural there. Instead of saying Mordorians, it's Mordorim. Let's throw down the shrine in front of these 2 apprentices. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was like a named mob, and it's just actually another player. Hi. A cake-eating other player. So this is the sorcerer and this is apprentice. You know what I could do? Let's pop a Coke token. See, this is why you kill summoners, because they keep summoning until you kill them. Okay. There's nothing up there just yet. There probably is something up there, but I'm not going to worry about it right this second. I am, however, going to summon this nice lady over here. Come here. Oh, alright. I'll kill your cultist first, and your little dog, too. Aw, Ginger, we'll miss you while you're not here. Alright. Over here, hi. Hi, nice lady. Whoa! Somebody from Discworld hanging out here. Appreciate you, Beowulfer. Beowulfer. I wonder if that's Ethelod. Because he was asking about Beowulf earlier today. During Corey's show. Shrine to Sauron, Shrine to the Dark Lord. Well, they're both one and the same, aren't they? Coffer sounds interesting. Let's kill the Sork first. Gotta kill some Knickerbreakers? Heck yeah. Killing Knickerbreakers is an honorable profession. To quote John McClane, welcome to the party, pal! One of the quotes from Die Hard you can actually say on this stream. Well, technically I'm on my own channel. I could theoretically say whatever I want, but since it's during official time, I do try to keep it within what I would normally say on the official. And did it look... He had the Eye of Sauron in his chest like a superhero symbol. That's adorable. That's adorable. What's in the coffer? It is empty. Denied. Huh, a shrine to Sauron with the eye in the middle. Interesting. But it's going to fall over. Destroyed the shrine! Ha 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 ha. Sam, did my legs work?
They blazed bright as stars, crimson and sapphire, and he too shone, silver white. This, then, was the unveiled wrath of the Eldar, not seen in Middle-earth since the Elder days.
3 rings for the Elven Kings under the sun. 7 for the Dwarf Lords in their halls of stone. 9 for mortal men doomed to die. 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne. Is that the outfit from the Ultimate? It's from the Ultimate and the Collector's Edition. The Dead City outfit is the one that only the Ultimate gets. Hi, Cultus. Doesn't it look like the Incredibles costume? I mean, the red and the black and then the yellow symbol in the middle of the chest doesn't look like the Incredibles. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna come back there and kick the other cultists in a second, but I want to come up here and get this, and then I'm gonna go rescue that dude. Let's go rescue the dude, wherever the dude is. Looks like I have to fight all these guys. All right, we'll go with this one first. Okay, these 2 first. Back chest. Shrine up there. of surprised the sorceress lady just walked past like, whatever. These guys getting their butts kicked. It's okay. They deserved it. That's fine. Well, well, see, that's the thing about the Elder Days, of course, Vatron, is on some ways that Tolkien wrote or inferred the Elder Days, he clearly meant the First Age. Like, anything up to the end of the First Age was the Elder Days. But in other uses, he refers to the Elder Days as anything up until, like, the end of the Second Age. Or was it the Third? But he definitely, it depended on context as to which version of Elder Days he was talking about. Hi. This person apparently is YOLOing through the game, and that's fine. He can do that. I wanna beat this shrine down. Oh, it's the sorceress over here. Fine. I'll help this guy. I'm a nice person. She's got a crossbow. Nice blade on it, though. What's in the coffer? I searched it. Whoops. I made friends. Mistakes were made! But I remember, when they were discussing, the commentary about Third Age weapons. It's like, how can you have a Third Ager and it's the Second Age and made of lines? It's like, well, the Third Age is next year in game time. Because we're in the last year of the Second Age. It just, the age, I mean, obviously in character, our characters don't know the age is about to change. Yeah, whatever. Fine. Alright, there's one on the other side. But, I don't want to have to kill this guy. Let's go find some more Dorum to kill. These cultists will be fine. Ooh, it's a rare Mordor chest. Nice. There'll be nothing in it either. How dare you! Leave a loot box you can't loot. It's okay. I'm gonna stand on top of it and use it to access that. Elda's Days? Yeah, Beatron, it's actually... Have you played through the, Why is... Seriously, other player? Really? Come on, guys. One of you is gonna get me my ding here. Well, not my ding, like leveling up, but finish that part of the quest. You know, you say Elda's name and she's gonna show up, right? Alright, one more down. Might as well kick this sorcerer while I'm here. But that is true, Eglinel, that... Well, unless you're a troll, like a Twitch troll, then she's your worst nightmare. As it should be. I'm gonna tell you honestly, I'm the nice Twitch troll. Twitch troll. I'm the nice Twitch moderator. Though, I hope people have been noticing, we've been a little bit lighter on the moderation of the official channel for a while. Because normally what we try to avoid having is people asking you the same damn question over and over and over again until Cord finally gets around to answering. But, you know, I was like, whatever. As long as they're not spamming it like every other line in the text is this person spamming their question, then we're just gonna let them talk. Horde doesn't like it when we talk about how we moderate.
A silence fell upon the Dagolad as Gil-galad raised his hands and spoke words of power. Lachalagos dan in enin vian.
Gil-galad. I said Gil-galad. Nine rings for the elf. Ha ha ha! I see what you did there, Patron. It's like, wait a minute. I was about to correct you. I'm like, oh wait. You're being a smart aleck. Well, I mean, honestly, Sam, if you think about it, you've been in a coma for 3,000 years, so you haven't gotten much exercise, right? Yeah, like they didn't send Glorfindel with the Fellowship for reasons. And it's like, you know, well, we can't send them on the Eagles. You know, because wouldn't that have been a short story? And it's not like Tolkien didn't know about, you know, the use of, you know, aircraft in World War I and the use of... Because... There we go. Because here's how they used to drop bombs in World War I. Pilot takes a bomb, leans off the side of his open cockpit aircraft, drops it. That's how you bombed things in World War I. There was no mechanisms. Okay, there's the soldier, there's a coffer, there's a thingy, there's a shrine. Used to seeing shrines in the other game. There's a coffer. Better than a coffin, I suppose. Yeah, actually, that is exactly right. The first dogfighting was pilots shooting at each other with their pistols, and then eventually they thought, hey, machine guns would be really cool to shoot, but then you had to put them on timing belts to work with the timing of your propellers. Otherwise, you'd be shooting your propellers off. That sounds like a good day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like, you're in a coma for 3,000 years. It's not like you're in cryogenic stasis like in science fiction. Your body still has its usual bodily functions. So there's many questions we have about this, and I don't think we want to know any of the answers. I'm just saying hand wave it and... I mean, elves could go a very long time without eating or drinking. Oh, I didn't even aggro that guy originally. Oopsie. I don't know. Yeah. Now you know why World of Warcraft has built quests. My other new first ager is about to hit level 60 pretty soon. That'll be handy. Even though it does have 70 levels on it, so So I'll have to do those. Empty coffers, what are they living for? Alright, so we've got all those looked at, right? Can we go up this way? I think we did. Oh, we can't cheat and just walk up that way. We have to actually fight these guys. Oh, game. Alright, always hit the Sork first because she's the one that keeps summoning the bad guys. Oh, it's the bedbugs quest as soon as you go into Moria, right? That's the one that's like, wait, what? I'm the hero of Eriador and I'm picking out your bedbugs? What? One thing I like about Lotro, and a lot of MMOs have this problem they have to deal with, is saying that your character is the chosen one, the hero, etc., when your character can't be. Door. I'm guessing we're going inside here in a minute. But why do I have a quest ring over here? Which one is it? It's a shrine. Cultists are in there. Coffers over there. Captured and tormented is done. Let's get to go talk to Celeborn. Because we didn't actually go through like all of the guys over here. So let's kick the sorcerer's butt. Yeah, I know, Sam. When I saw that, I laughed so hard because, I mean, it wasn't just kill 10 rats, but it did have as part of one of the components, and I laughed so hard because it was clearly the devs were being a smartass, and I always appreciate a little bit of that, as long as it doesn't get too overblown. Belated Xing Xing. Why? Because... Alright, there's a cultist. There are cultists everywhere. Cultist. I don't know why I'm yawning. Well, apparently I get 2 of the Incredibles to kick. But am I right? Don't they look like the Incredibles? I haven't even seen that movie and I know what the outfits look like. I mean, I've always seen bits and pieces when channel surfing, back when I still had cable. You know, you'd see ads, you'd see people talking about it. Oh, hi, Black Numenorian Warrior. I see you. I'm actually starting to get hungry, though. So I'm looking forward to my first instant pot meal. I think I'm gonna actually air fry some chicken. There's not gonna be any breading on it, I don't think. Oh, but I could. Oh, I could. I do have shaky bake though, because you can season stuff before you air fry it. So if you put roll it up in some shake and bake, that might be cool. Come over here. Air fried battered chicken nuggets. Ooh, those sound tasty. But at my local supermarket, you can actually get 10 pounds of leg quarters for like $7. Not a pound. Obviously, that'd be $70. But no, just so when I'm trying to save money while shopping for food, that's one of the things I do, is do that. And while my regular oven has been broken, I never wanted to buy them because it's like, I ain't got anything to cook them in without cutting them up and then frying it. It was not a good option. Hi guys, come here. Come on. Okay, now all signs point to the north. And I do see that guy coming up behind me. Come on, you two. Come on. Come on, the Bobsy twins. How many people got that reference? Does air fried chicken taste the same as deep fried? I don't know, Macmillan. I only got my Instant Pot the other day. And I have only used it once, and I made air fried some tater tots, and they tasted like tater tots. And they were crunchy, but not as crunchy as I would have preferred. So I probably will let them air fry for another minute or two. There we go. I got some loot. Man, I want to jump out here. Oh man, you're gonna... Ooh, coffer. This coffer is empty. Fine. I'll just go kick this cultist butt. So Iglanel is an expert or a knowledgeable person when it comes to using an Instant Pot, so I always appreciate folks' input. So from my understanding, when you want to air fry something, you just basically put the food in there and let it go to town. For however long it says that you should fry it. Alright, Linlaro, have a good day. You cake eater person, you. Alright, let's go inside. The only I don't actually wind up when I did use my oven more often, I didn't actually wind up burning anything in the oven. I have burnt stuff on the stovetop before. Generally it involved, I'm gonna blame the cats, because generally what would happen is I'd put something on the stovetop for something, and then I'd go play with the cats while I'm waiting for it to do whatever. Because what I used to do a lot of was to put something on the stovetop and then keep turning it, and it never got crispy. So I always wanted to then give it... Oh man, 2 sorcerers for the price of 1. This is gonna be fun. Alright, can we get them both over here? No? Oh, it's trying to... That's okay, I can take you both. It'll be fine. Oh, Horn of Gondor for the win! And then Shing Shing and get them all out of CC like a dumbass. Oopsie. Oh, hey. I got a hope token for that. Hey, guys. Wow, how many of these tormented horrors am I kicking? Yeah, I like playing champion. I am not looking forward to playing through this area on a minstrel. Her allies are so far behind. But she's got good legacies on her allies, I believe. I could be wrong. Alright, let's go inside. Let me in, let me in! You can bake in an air fryer. Well, hello. This looks cheerful. Actually, it does look amazing. You know how we used to drool on how awesome the Throne of Gondor looked in the Tower of Ithilien. Like, they had these really cool light effects for the windows and whatnot. They applied a lot of that tech in here. Oh, hi, Sorcerer. Kalima! Kalima! Yeah, I understood that reference. I don't think I'm gonna be reaching into somebody's chest and pulling their heart out, though, Sam. Woo! I've earned some Lotro points! I completed a deed of some kind. Battles of the Great Alliance. Now I get to fight some more bad guys! That's okay. It's alright. I still need to find 2 more shrines to Sauron to knock over. Alright, you're dead. Probably I'll find... Will I find some up there? There's a sorcerer, there's a sorcerer, there's a coffer. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to play through stuff on a minstrel first, is because it's a harder mode for me to play through, so if I can succeed playing through on a minstrel, then the champion should theoretically have no problem. Oh my. Can I pull just him? Let's find out. The answer to that question, ladies and gentlemen, is yes, I can. And doesn't he look badass? With the lava pattern and all? Yeah, my bracing attack heal needs a bit more bracing attack heal. Yeah, he is akin to the guy fighting skirmish. Okay. Nice XP for that. I'm almost... Okay, thing is, I want the coffer. I only want to get one sorcerer to attack at a time. Okay, let's go stand in this corner. Come over here. Oh, there's a coffer over there too! Damn it. That coffer better drop what I'm looking for. Can I clobber you? You know, I should be able to clobber you to stop you from summoning those dudes. You'd think that would be a smart thing to do for a real champion player, right? Hello. You come over here. Hi. I want to open this. Mind. Haha! And I finished my coffer quest. Okay, so I need to destroy 2 more shrines. I need to go find the shrines. When I think of shrines, though, I think of the Resurrection Shrine and the rest shrines in DDO. Alright, you're dead. Okay, so I don't need any more coffers. But I need some shrines to knock over. I don't see any in here, though. Are there any in here? Does anybody has played through this content know for sure? Whoa. Hi! Hello? That's what I get for taking my damn time. Sit a few cooldowns. I might die. I might actually die on this one. Hit that, hit that. And if we're not careful, that sorceress lady is gonna respawn too. Oh, don't tell me you aggroed the other one. Hi. Hello. Oh, I'm gonna aggro them myself. Awesome! Hi. I'm gonna knock you in the head. on, you. Hit the right button, me. Alright. Your turn. I like Kira in the DS9. But actually, I picked that hello thing up from a GTA 5 streamer that I know named Zane Taylor, who is actually a really cool dude. He used to play the Los Santos. Whoa, hi. Or sometimes I will quote the dwarves from WoW. They'll go hi. But the hellos and stuff, it's generally the GTA 5 dude. The very first scenes. Oh right, I remember. Hello. And he's like, yeah, I'll take the office. I suppose you want blah, 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 and the office, too. He's like, well, first I'd like to say hi, and then I'll take the office. Avery Brooks was really cool as Cisco. I liked his character arc. Oh, I'm not sure how it ended. I'm not sure I liked how it ended. Oh, hi! Attack people on your back, on your front porch? Goodness gracious. Alright, where are the Shrines of Sauron, though? They're glowing like they're inside. So it sounds like I need to go back inside to deal with them, so let's do that. At least you could go inside without taking combat with you. Let's go this way. Hi. Ah, I see. There's a shrine here. Ah, spider webs. And I know this guy was gonna aggro. Keeping an eye on my time because I don't want to keep you too late. Plus, I want to actually get some dinner. And definitely go back to the official for Big Ed show at 10 o'clock or whenever the hell it starts. Because he has actually a couple of times started early for some weird reason. So now we need to run back to Eckhad and Edhim. So we're gonna war steed it. So this should be fun. Let's see if I get knocked off my horse on the way out of here. Charge! Da, 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 da. I like it when you have a two-hander. You don't hold the sword out like that. You hold it down into the side, which I always thought was interesting. I like this combat music that Bill Champagne wrote. And again, you should all... Oh, hey, look! They are actually still chasing me. That's kind of hilarious. Whatever. Damn! Hit me for 12k? The heck with you? I'm just gonna run. There we go. Elda is in the house! Why can you tell Elda's in the house? Because you fools summoned said her with her name. But also the fact that the automated freebie command just showed the random information. So Elda's around. I knew Elda was around because I saw her in Discord earlier. So there. Are you not? Okay. Let's go. Right. So again, I will be back on Tuesday right here. I will probably not be playing Lotro because I know many of you here are here for the Lotro, but you jerk. No. You build up enough. I'm gonna clobber you. Apparently clobber doesn't work. Okay. Hey, come on. Tell me I'm not the only person who goes and attacks, like, stuns somebody just so you can then turn around and loot a chest or, you know, hit a crafting node. Come on, I'm not the only person who does that. Right? Right? If I'm not careful, this guy might kill me. There we go. Oh, hey, it's another quest. Everyone does that. Alrighty, you leaving us at Glenelg? And the beacon's updated too. So fun fact is you can stealth trigger. Hi Pontin, I knew that was you. No, I'm not leaving. Well, I'm leaving in a few minutes because my show normally goes to 6. But I see you, Pontin Finberry, on your alt. Hmm. So Black Numenorian captains. Well, remember that was that one guy that we ignored? Yeah, we're gonna go kick his butt. That's the Avank. We ignored him, but I wasn't talking about him. Wait. Why are you now pointing behind me? There was the one in front of me. The one who was walking up on the beach there. But since it's my channel and obviously nobody runs after me, I can stream as late as I want to. I just don't want to keep you all. But I am going to go loot these heavy mortar snag branches. And the Scarn deposit. And then we're going to turn around and kick that guy's butt. Jinjar came back! Yay, everybody! Have cake, because Jinjar is back. Alright. Use the tickle command. I can't use the tickle command on assault. It's a Pontin alt. Ha 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 ha! Pontin son the dude, and I kick his butt. I'm sorry, Bella Demia. There we go. 2 of 3. Right. Do you have your fishing pole cosmetically equipped? Alright. Let's go for the other captain. The other captain... Well, I think they all respawn in those same locations. So, one of them should respawn back over here. Theoretically. If you wait long enough. Or you can go up the hill and get that other one. If you're impatient like me. Something's chasing me! We made friends. Alright, let's do this the hard way. You behave yourself. Don't you dare run away. Did you see my Return of the Jedi trick there? Got so close to the Starry Shores so the Death Star couldn't shoot at me? Did anyway. Yay, my bounty's done. Got the XP. Still got the bleed on me. Would you get your butt off the Scarn? Jeez, you can never take a Sulux anywhere. It's a fishing outfit. Okay. Because that would be kind of badass if you were actually had the fishing pole equipped as your weapon. Well, Sam, you don't have to buy alcoholic beverages if you don't want to. I know. Who's over there fighting? I wonder who. Oh, NPCs. Okay. Come on. I want the snag. Alright, you little... This thing's hitting like a freight train. Come on, Ponton. Belladania. Let's get back to what's the place? That Elf Town. And that'll be a good place to call it for the day, I think. Gonna turn in some quests. Pick up a page.
Yet to dawn both, Elrond said. Never did even the mightiest of the Gwaithie Myrdain dare to wear two. But Gil-galad's mind was set, and he would not be swayed.
Uh-oh. That sounds pretty bad. To wear two what? Two of the Great Rings of Power? Hey, I got another Ithlarn shard. Well, that's nice. There's the path up to the place here. Let's take a shortcut through the mobs. Why not? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Got some scarn. Guess what? There's some more scarn over here. Oh, there's a warg here, a warg everywhere, a warg. Alright. For real, we're going up the hill. Alrighty. I'm also going to do a little bit of inventory management while I'm here, because... Hello, bags are full. Alright, save the shards. Oh, right. Task items. I'm sure these actually matter for something. Okay. I'm going to go with... Because I did update daily tasks. So theoretically it should be correct. Does anybody know differently before I start selling all of the things? It said Ancient Sword Sheath, Blackened Claw, Bone Relic, have no known task use, Dark Essence, Onyx Scale, Scorched Beak, I'm sorry, Savage Beak, Scorched Feather, Sinister Wing, and Thick Carapace. So Tufted Ear is good. And I'm definitely with the folks who say that, they're already locked. Toughened Skins. Tufted Ear. Already locked. Night Touched Fur. Already locked. Disgusting Filth. Save that. Cracked Lances, save those. Yicky! Hi. I gave you a shout out earlier. A couple of times, and I'm distressed on your behalf. That Cordovan seems to have a problem spelling your name in the beacon. Like, Cord, come on, learn how to spell. Like, oh my god. Like, my god. Touch for disgusting filth. Toughened skin. Okay, I think we're gonna get rid of all these other things because bone relics. Bone relics good. No. Okay. Ancient Sword Sheath. Why is it not in this list? You're off for now? Thanks for hanging out though, Ponton. Everybody should watch Yiki when Yiki streams, because he often streams charity stuff for the Wounded Warrior Project, which is a very notable cause. Apply that to that. Apply that to that. And I know I should have just done both of those at the same time. Alright. Sell all. May God have mercy on our souls. Okay. So now I have space in my bags for a few things. I also need to go to a bank, vault, whatever, and get my task item carry-all. Look at all those crafting mats. Look at all these other crafting mats. Standing stone. What the hell were you thinking about these? I mean, seriously. I mean, the rare Mordor treasure chest should not have common stuff. So let's go turn in our quests. This is the primary encampment of the elves in Mordor for this long years of the siege. Alright, well, we're not going to go talk to Morgul yet. We're going to go talk to Thranduil first.
Be quick in your tasks.
Should the Dark Lord send these spirits against us, once again we will be ready. I thank you for what you've done this day. So Thranduil is already the king of Greenwood. Alright, let's turn the quests in up here. By the way, these blue outfits are obviously my favorite. Floaty chest! Floaty chest! Nice. Didn't I already have these? I do. I just haven't completed them yet. Alright.
The battlefield calls to us on this day.
Thank you for doing so. Let us now organize our attacks to coincide with their movements. Perhaps we can sow confusion within their ranks and improve our position of our own soldiers.
I have orders for you, soldier.
Okay, the dwarf Nithi has secured the ruin of Barthost, located between the corpse fields of Parthenith and the Shadowfells. The Shadowfell conspiracy if you play DDO! Large crafting carrot. Yeah, I can't wait until they get around to putting those in the store. And they haven't said, and I don't know for sure because, you know, they won't tell little me, but I'm convinced they are going to put like all kinds of bags in the store for people to buy, other ways to earn them in game. I honestly think adding them to the 2 upper tiers of the expansion were a test drive to see what was going on, and then adding the task one to the recent Black Friday sale, which they're not available if you buy points now anymore. I honestly think that they're planning on rolling out bags because they've had them in DDO for 8 years. Multiple kinds of bags, instrument bags, task bag. Like they have over on the other side, they have bags for crafting. They've got bags for horses now because they just got horses last week or the week before. Though I'm still pissed that they get the rearing up. Your mount rears up in DDO if you hit the space bar. They just get that for free. And apparently they just added, they patched in yesterday where if something, I forget what the reason was for it, but if a certain thing happened, your horse would do a little dressage dance move or something. I'm like, I want that. You should get the cool stuff. Collect the missive and aid his effort. So basically it's directing me to the new spot. We're not going to do that just yet.
Listen well, soldier.
Alrighty. Made
I have
Celeborn
orders
happy.
for you, soldier.
Alright. Raise the heraldry of Gil-galad, of Aaron Galend, and Lothlorien in those places. So yeah, let's go annoy the guys. But we're going to do that and... Well, I'm going to do that probably on my own time, quite frankly. I don't want to always keep playing this character only when I stream on the official. I want to actually play through the content and not get spoiled. Because I want to go back to being able to watch Andang's streams, because I can't watch Andang or anybody else playing Minas Morgul content until I get through it myself, because spoilers. Sorry, Magolder.
We have arrived, and now I must deliver my report.
Oh, there's an instance. Let's meet Glorfindel. We'll do a Corey. We're going to meet Glorfindel. Look, we're almost into 122. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Alright. Let us complete the instance. Tales of the Bright Company. Hope this won't take too long. Doesn't matter if it does, you know.
This way, my friend.
Wait. Isn't there... Oh, there isn't a reforge guy here, so we'll have to wait to reforge those 2 items. I hope I don't need them.
This way, my friend.
Let's do it. Let's see what Glorfindel has to say for himself.
Glorfindel and the Bright Company have accomplished many heroic feats in service of High King Gil-galad. But be not overawed. I have found them friendly and approachable, both.
Okay. This way. Glorfindel will be glad to meet you, and he will hear my report. Whether the strange inaction of Sauron's servants will be as pleasing, I cannot say. I myself am troubled by it, but I do not lead the Bright Company. Glorfindel will know more than either of us, I expect. I should hope so. He's kind of old for an elf. Lendelin, who's this guy? Oh my gosh, I want that outfit. I call no gold air. I'm one of the scouts you dispatched. I brought you my report. You talk to them. I want to go check out. Oh, these are definitely bright. I welcome your report. Who's this? Hi. Oh, wow. I really like their outfits. I'm sorry, I'm being extremely rude. I mean, this is This is what I expect an elven crown to look like. An elf who's not hiding himself. Before just near the stable guy. Okay, we'll take care of that in a minute. Alright. It's good to meet you, friend champion, for in war all friendships must be prized. I am the captain of the Glennothrim, the Bright Company. We are tasked by High King Gil-galad to undertake some of the most dangerous missions on behalf of the elven kind. You have not heard of us, I imagine? That is good, for none of us expect or desire glory. All we seek is the defeat of evil wherever it lies. It lies now in Mordor. We are few in number, but that does not cause us to shrink from danger. Rather does it cause us to rely upon our fellows and to draw courage from their strength. Meet you now, Lindellin, closest and wisest of my counselors. Watch him closely, for he shares our purpose, but possesses more wisdom than any elf I have known. Wow. He is my trusted confidant and a dear friend. That's an amazing comment. And he also has pretty amazing hair, too. But I like Glorfindel's crown. I know, it's like all these haircuts that you can't have in game. Standing stone, please. Glorfindel speaks glowingly of my wisdom, but he boasts overmuch. I seek only the destruction of evil and take no praise for myself. If there is glory to be had, divide it among every member of the Bright Company and give no greater a portion to one elf or another. Yes, at the lighthouse of Calaterian I spoke the words that shattered Sauron's control over the Vandasar perched atop the tower, but could not have reached it without the others of the company. Give praise to all or to none, dear Glorfindel. I think you seek to avoid your own share and give too much of it to others. Ah, the lighthouse of Calaterian. Hold a moment, Isildur, Gandalf interrupts. Cease thy storytelling! Wait, what? We just got Gandalfus interruptus. Why has the old man interrupted the telling of my tale? Does he desire to hear no more of it? It was only at your behest and his that I began to speak of this sorrowful time, and if he did not intend to let me finish it, he should never have let me start. Damn. Isildur doesn't know who Gandalf is, obviously. Of course, he would never have known the Astari. The Astari didn't appear in Middle-earth until 1000 Third Age. So, yeah. Glorfindel, do you remember meeting this champion of whom the Shade speaks? I do, my friend, but only a little. And Magoldir? Indeed. Why then have you not spoken of them before? Elrond? Help? Many of the events in life that seem important only when they pass. Gandalf. Wait a minute, why is Elrond calling him Gandalf? I mean, even though we're in the northern... He would call him Ithrandir, wouldn't he? Magoldir and the champion did not belong to the Bright Company. I saw them but little. There's something else in the Shade's tale that troubles me. This word you mentioned, Vandasar, what is its meaning? The Vandasari were the Oath Stones of Numenor. Ah. I'm not surprised you do not know the Vandasari, for they were treasures brought from Numenor to Middle-earth by my father and brother long ago. 7 only survived the realm's fall, but 7 was enough and indeed would prove to be too many. They were the Oath Stones, and they were set upon the borders of the kingdoms we founded. 3 in Arnor and 4 in Gondor, to make peace with the tribes that lived nearby. These were the Oath Stones of Arnor. Helkasar Forahel, pale blue. Tarasar of Rudar, pale green. Ambasar of Cardolan, red-brown. These were the Oathstones of Gondor. Landasar of Ravanian, golden-brown. Orosar of Erech, deep black. We've met that one. Wait a minute, are they all the same size? Erisar of Harad. Ooh, can we go to Harad and see the clear crystal? That would be cool! Naldasar of Rune, white silver. I want to go see that one too. There was a power in them, but it was Sauron's malice that turned vows sworn upon an Oathstone into bonds of enslavement. He searched for the Vandasari, attempting to weaken our alliances and subvert them for his own ends. He found Erisar, the crystal Oathstone my brother Anarion set atop the lighthouse of Calaterian at the harbor of Violande, and with his dark arts he used it to compel the service of the Haradrim. I want to see that story. Made of lions! While we worked to assemble the Great Alliance, it was the Bright Company that journeyed to Umbar and broke Sauron's control over Erisar and the enslaved Haradrim. This ensured the Great Alliance need not contend with an army from the south when it reached Dagorlad, which might have proved insurmountable. This is so good! Yeah, I was thinking Palantir at first, because we know there were 7 surviving Palantir. But these are like the Stone of Eric. Eric? Interesting. What brought they from the foundered land over the flowing seas? 7 stars and 7 stones and 1 white tree. The wizard shakes his head and fixes you with his stern eyes. Oh! I always believed the 7 stones referred to by this rhyme of lore were the Palantiri, the seeing stones that Elendil brought from Numenor to these shores. Can it be that the Palantiri were the stars of the rhyme? Ooh, and the Vandasari were the stones? How can I not have known this? What strange fog has clouded our knowledge on their account? It's called non-canon. And yet these Oathstones have no place in my memory. Was this the last of the interruptions I must endure? I will continue my tale if all agree to still their tongues. Damn, Isildur, you're just a man? I mean, you were a great king and all. I mean, you're from the line of Numenor, but you're talking smack to a Maiar. And only Thorin's sister gets away with that, Shinola. Just saying. Back to the Second Age. We're back to Glorfindel.
We must not let Sauron's inaction lull us to sleep.
I welcome any assistance you can provide, not to just the Bright Company, but to the Great Alliance as well. We must not let Sauron's inaction lull us to sleep. Indeed, let us renew our attention and maintain our guard, and perhaps we will catch unawares the Dark Lord himself. His is a singular evil, for every command comes from Barad-dûr. When to attack, when to retreat, and when to mask his intention. Against this stands our alliance, and its strength comes from the unity of our separate peoples. It is Gil-galad's belief that Sauron will try to sever those bonds, and in doing so, he will reveal our greatest weakness and strike at our vulnerability. But instead, he has pulled back his hand, abandoning all pretense of engaging us in serious combat. It puzzles me that the Dark Lord has drawn his forces back in this fashion. What is he planning?
Rare is the puzzle we 3 cannot solve.
It is a mystery to me, and to Gil-galad, and to Lendel, and my closest advisor. And that by itself is worrisome. Magoldir is not the only scout who has reported stillness on the plateau of Gorgoroth. I possess a number of such reports now, and each tells a similar tale. Fewer enemy patrols than before, and a reduction in the number of foes assaulting the encampments of men or elves. I will inform Gil-galad of these reports, but I ask that you bring word to the leaders of Gondor. I understand Elendil is in council, but I would not have him disturbed. But if you bring this report to one of his sons, they will deliver word to him when he is free. Seek out Isildur or Anarion at Adambel. Oh, Isildur or Anarion, not the trio. Seek out. I am troubled by these reports, but I cannot say precisely why. Perhaps the sons of Elendil can point the reason behind my worry and speak such words that will abate it. So we got some shoes to take a look at, which we can't really see very well with these pants on. Let's see. There we go. The shoes, and let's make them blue because you know me, blue. They don't die at all. The boots. And wait. Vehement sells negotiating shoes, his padded boots of bargaining, and then his bribing boots. The heavy armor is bribing boots? I mean, they look pretty cool, honestly. But bribing boots? Come on. That's not very honorable, is it? But they will be a nice upgrade. Alright, we'll accept your quest, Glorfindel. Okay, so that's that. Let us go and down to the stable master real quick. And do the reforgy thing. Yep, I see the stable master on the mini-map now. Something I don't like about the major maps is sometimes if the NPCs are too close together, you can't see which all are in the same spot. I don't know if I want one. Whatever. Alright. Forge it. Yes, devastating strike damage. Man, none of those are really useful. Alright, so reforging is done. Bags have been kind of clear. What does that look like? Oh, man. Actually, let me identify the Guardian Hammer real quick. Because I still haven't gotten to talk to Standing Stone about my Guardian's two-hander. So, at the very least, I should be able to farm the Guardian.
Now then.
It's a one-hander. Let's identify it. See if I can get some decent Guardian legacies that I can send on over. Vexing blow damage! Yeah, whirling retaliation. So that has two things I could use. Overwhelm critical rating. Overwhelm damage. Also, I thought that was a decent one. AoE skill damage. Hell yeah. Sweeping cut damage. Alright, we'll do those. And I'm gonna throw the bridles away. Because who wants bridles? Nobody. In the meantime, let me and look at that. You guys can't see it, but I'm actually in the last quarter. I guess it's quarter? The last quarter. I need only 1,000,000 XP for the next level. So I'm into the last quarter of getting dinged. So that's kind of cool. Alright, let's go send my alt some things. I think that's going to be it for today. So I will be back next Friday as usual from 2:30-ish to 6-ish. And again, if Corey runs over as he often does, it's not a big deal. We do that. Let me see if there's somebody I can send you to. Let me go see. Who do I know who's streaming? Especially if they're streaming some Lotros. Well, Bob Ross is on. Most of the streamers in my recommended channels are GTA 5 streamers. So let's see what we have here. You know what? I'm gonna actually send you on over to one of the DDO streamers who is actually Been streaming some Lotro of late. His name is Strim Tom. He's a really cool dude. I got to meet him in real life when we were all invited up to Standing Stone back around PAX East last year. And I'm looking forward to PAX East this year. It's in February, the last weekend of February. And I'm going to get to room with Elda and McVegan Pants and her wife Clem. It's going to be amazingly fun and cool. But in the meantime, thank y'all for being here. And I will see you on Tuesday from 6 to 9 Eastern. I will be playing something. However, I have my Stream Deck back. Wait, not my Stream Deck. My Stream Deck has never left. I've got my capture card back. Thank you, Cordovan. I lent it to him like around PAX, and I just got the damn thing back because I haven't pestered him about it. And so I might be streaming some Legend of Zelda. Blame Darth Celtics for that because he also streamed. So I'm gonna send you over to Stream Tom. He's a cool dude. Give him a follow. And he also plays DDO in a rather insane fashion, but he's a cool dude. So let's do the raid thing. Stream Tom. And y'all be good. And if you can't be good at it. Let me actually turn the music off. Sorry, Darth Celtics. You know I love you. There we go. So I can hear the outro and stuff. And I will see you next week.